Well, we'll enjoy again when you get a little more room. Really fling your arms around, right? Here we got one more coming. Don't worry about karate chopping your neighbor, huh? All right. Well, let's just start with breathing. We can put our hands over our bellies. Actually, let's do belly. Put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. And when you inhale through the nose, see if you can send the breath down to your belly first and have that get bigger. Belly, ribs, then chest. And then when you exhale, feel like the chest go in, the ribs, then the belly. Push it out a little. Inhale. Send it to the belly, the ribs, the chest, and then chest, ribs, belly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do natural breathing. Maybe just notice that taking the time to do several deeper breaths can already reset your nervous system, make you feel a bit more relaxed. And just notice. And we'll get in our stance with our feet parallel, flat, knees slightly bent, hips over the heels of our feet, shoulders lined up with the hips, tip of the head, crown of the head, the byway points where all the meridians meet. Up, pull up with the string, chin tucks back and in. And this is our stance. Can almost feel like a pole is through the middle, but we can twist around the pole. And so let's knock on our door of life with that posture in mind. In through the nose and out through the mouth or nose. We're invigorating our chi, our energy. So by knocking, we're kind of waking it up. And so with class, usually we try to invigorate first. And we might stress or give it a stress and tension stretch to kind of get the chi flowing. And then at the end of class, we kind of let it move. We try to relax and move it around, but let it guide us. So that's kind of the structure of the class. I'll knock up here. You got I did. Don't get that excited. No. And we're hitting on our lung points. Great for this time of year. Start to feel congested or anything, you can do this knocking. Take a nice deep breath. And we'll do the tops of our traps, the liver and gallbladder points. And then we'll knock chest again. And then the waist. And then waterways, where we just let our arms glide through the air, helping us come into the present moment. And notice like Sometimes we think of air as empty, like that there's nothing there. But even though we don't see anything, it's full of energy. The energy field is all around us, in us, through us, and our hands are just going through that energy field. And we'll slow it down. Again, notice your posture. Just try to maybe reset. Am I in the middle of my feet? Are my knees slightly bent? Hips over heels, shoulders over hips. Crown of the head being pulled up, chin tucked back and in, arms nice and relaxed at the sides. Again, maybe you feel some tingling in your fingers starting to develop, and that's your chi, that's your energy. Might feel heat. Let's do some for the lungs, just because I think this time of year is a kind of struggle with the weather changing. Our lungs can get pathogenic chi, get congested. This is Buddha holds up the earth, and we're pulling the earth energy through our bodies. Rotate your palms to face the sky, and then exhale, come back down. Inhale. And then when you're here at your chest, have your palms face your lungs. And then rotate, and your thumb is like rotating, palms facing the sky. Exhale down. The thumbs is where your lung meridian goes to, so notice how much activity is kind of happening in this with your thumbs. The fingertips are pointed at each other the whole time. Inhale. When you're rotating, try to see if you can keep them pointed at each other. You're holding a platter above your head. There you go. Inhale. Exhale. This next one, keep your right hand up and just take your left hand down on the exhale. Then inhale, reach to the left. Exhale, come in the middle. Switching hands. Now your left hand's up top and inhale and reach. Exhale to the middle. Inhale and reach. We're stretching the muscles in between our ribs, and that helps us to breathe deeper. Tension in the ribs can make it harder for your lungs to be able to expand to their full capacity. So we're reaching over to the side, stretching the rib muscle. And let's pause in the middle and inhale in the middle. And then exhale, take your left hand across and twist and keep your knees bent so you don't wrench them. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale to the other side. Kind of feel like your torso or your middle is like a dish rag getting wrung out. Inhale to the middle, exhale to the sides. Wringing out tension so that we can bring in clean, healthy energy for our bodies. All right, and then we'll come back to the middle. And let's do the pump. This is good for your lower back. And so you start up here and you bend your knees, and then it's like safe. And you kind of straighten out your legs when you do the safe. You bend your knees again, your arms come in, and you're back up top. So it's kind of double pumping your knees. This one's a purging, getting rid of tension and what they call pathogenic chi. You can imagine dark gray coming out of your body, and the earth takes that and composts it. So we don't have to worry, oh, I don't want to give the earth my dark energy, but the earth is perfect for taking that dark energy and changing it into life-giving energy, transforming it. Out with the old, in with the new. Oh, knocking on. Watch those chairs. If you want, you can come up onto your toes, kind of bang your heels into the ground. That's good. Strengthening for your feet and for your bones, the kind of reverberation that happens when your heels slam into the ground. Three, two, one. All right. That'll get you going, right? Shake it out a little bit. We could do, let's do another kind of invigorating one. Maybe because it's cold, I'm like, yeah, let's go. You're like, no, it's hot. And this one is Tiger Sits in the Grass. So this is a good one to build up strength in your legs, which the strength in your legs can help pump the energy through your body, can keep you walking. I have heard a teacher talk about how, back when Tai Chi and Qigong was developed, they didn't have cars. You had to walk everywhere. And so leg strength was super important for your longevity. Because once you couldn't walk, there you go. That was it for you. Not like today. So they really work on leg strength as a way to keep longevity. And even today, like, can you get up off the ground? That's so important. So we can work in Qigong on developing our leg strength. Okay. And then for the tiger roar, our hands are like this. We're heart and pericardium. Any excess tension, anger, frustration, let's let it out. So we'll inhale. All right. That's always a good one. All right. Well, before we shake, I was like, one balancing, one more leg strength. Let's do monkey washes the fruit. So I like it because it's kind of got a bounce in it. Imagine you're washing the fruit in front of you. And then it's got a balance. We're going to come up on our toes. Inhale. And then look one direction. Look the other direction. And back down. And wash the fruit. Get rid of that tension. And at any time, kind of balancing kind of causes a little bit of tension, doesn't it? Okay. And then we got the fruit we want now. We're going to protect it from the others, right? Get on our toes, look around. Okay, now we can eat it. Wash the fruit. Monkey washes the fruit. Okay, inhale. Maybe just on your toes. But if you can stay on your toes, then try looking. It makes it so hard. Okay. I don't know why. And one more time. Inhale. I'll look. And look. Back down. All right. Enough of that. Enough monkeying around, right? All right. Let's shake it out. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Let's do all the healing sounds. So we'll inhale, and the first sound is the lung is. So inhale. Kidneys is chew. Chew. Liver is. Heart is ha. Ha. Spleen is like a mirror. Triple warmers he. And I love check in with your body. Just feel after shaking. I usually can really feel it quite a bit in my arms, at least. Tingling sensation, maybe in your fingers. And you can just, as we release the tension that holds our energy, it can flow through your body, which is why, like relaxation, that you tend to heal, right? When you're relaxed, you can heal because you're less tense and that energy can flow all through your body. Take a few breaths. And we'll start with open the flow. So that one, again, check your posture, like we've been doing, parallel feet, hips distance apart, knees slightly bent, hips over the heels, shoulders over the hips. If you do it right, a church bell will ring. And then our shoulders over hips, top of the head suspended by a string, chin tucked back and in. Okay. Then also you might feel like, if you can imagine, little strings on your wrist. So then when we inhale, our hands come up, but our elbows are like bent a little bit. Exhale back down. So the elbows are real relaxed. Inhale. Exhale. Now that we're in flow, move the first few, maybe feel like, okay, I'm moving my body. I have to do this. Maybe you feel like that. And after your body gets used to it for a second, see if you can try to drop some of that direction and try to let the chi move you, your energy move you, just by relaxing more. Let the arms raise up and let them fall down. Maybe notice that you rock back and forth in your feet a little bit. Inhale, you might come up to the balls of your feet. Exhale, back into the heels. And try to move with the breath. Inhales. Exhale. And slow down your movements. What a radical thing to do, to go slow in this culture. Let your wrists be pulled up and let them fall down like leaves. Relax the elbows, relax your shoulders. Now we'll go to the 6 directions. So inhale up. And then bring your wrist in and exhale, push from the heart. And then as the breath pauses, inhale, pull it in, and then we're going to go out to the side. Inhale in. Then you can make a diamond at your forehead, down through your heart, back down to the lower dantian, and we'll start again. Inhale up. Bring it in. Push, like you're pushing a car that's stalled out. Inhale. In. Then out to the side. Exhale. Inhale in. Start trying to make that diamond. And get to your forehead. And exhale through your upper, middle, and lower dantians. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah. Exhale. Inhale. And we'll embrace the chi ball. Just bring your hands together, kind of like they're like octopus. And you can push your palms together, pull apart. Maybe notice, does it feel thicker as it gets closer together, thinner as it pulls apart? If you notice any tingling in your fingertips. So we're going to do the 3 treasures. The 3 treasures is our lower dantian right here in our lower belly. It's our earth center. Middle dantian is like nature, and upper dantian is the universe. So the universe and earth, when they come together, is nature, is us, the middle dantian. And what we'll do is let's just also just start with the hips. Just feel them gliding forward and back like we're going to do knocking. Now, when the right hip comes forward, just let your arm also come forward and just kind of do the back. And then when the hip goes back, just pull it in, spiral it in. And now your left arm and hip, and then pull it back, spiral it in. Hips gliding forward, and your arms just come out kind of like a snake, and then pull it back in. At your lower belly for the lower dantian, we're doing. Slow the hips down and let the arms follow the hips. Now we'll go up to the middle dantian. Exhale and inhale. Kind of use as you're bringing in energy. Bring in love and compassion, joy. Just breathing nice and gently. In and out through the nose. Then we'll go up to the upper dantian, which is our universal guidance. So divine guidance, your North Star, wisdom. Bring in that. Let it kind of wipe away your worries, your ruminating thoughts, and bring in divine guidance. Let your wisdom shine through. And let that wisdom lead your heart. Let it be connected to your heart so that you truly know what brings you joy and you're able to spend more of your time doing that. Let your guidance help you feel compassion for yourself and others. And bring that back into our body. Let our body be healthy and vital so that we can bring good works into the world. So that we have the energy to do the things that bring us and others joy. And we'll embrace the chi ball. Slow breathing. Again, maybe just pay attention. How does my body feel? What am I noticing? And we'll bring our feet closer together. Put our left hand under our belly button and the right hand out to the side. Inhale. And exhale down. And then the other side. Inhale. And exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll interlock our thumbs, put it over our belly button, and just rock and sway. Bamboo in the wind. Letting the divine intelligence of chi, of energy, go through our body into the spots it knows we need help with and healing. Let us get out of its way. All right. Thank you so much for coming. Yay. Yeah.